rolls, pushing off from the cold. Watch our spirit extol.
Happy Olympic Wednesday.
It is Olympic Wednesday.
We've been watching a lot of it, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
Wonder if anybody else has.
I don't know, but we've been doing pretty good with the medals. I understand we have more medals than any other country.
Yep.
Which is a good thing.
Good. Yep.
Yep.
So we've been cheering them on. So anyway, hi, Deweese. How have you been?
I've been great. We had a very exciting week in the past.
Oh, tell us about it.
We went to EAA.
Really?
Yes, we did. Of course you know that.
Did you like it?
I did. It was very, very fun.
What was the best part for you?
For me, those big jets. I love those big jets.
Those loud ones?
Very loud ones, yes. The ones with the fire.
Oh, yeah. The drone show was pretty cool. And what's the plane that John Denver died in?
Oh, yeah, I don't remember the name of it, but that was cool too.
Oh, it's got an R, I think. I don't remember. Anyway, those shoot out flames and fireworks and stuff. That was pretty cool. Oh, Bonnie.
They remind me of angels for some reason. Angel wings.
Yeah.
The way they float. Yeah.
Bill H. asked if we saw the B-52. Isn't that the big one that we walked under?
That thing was awesome.
It was
coming
huge.
in. When it was coming in, it was beautiful. Yeah. I love that.
I think I was on the tower when that flew in the first day.
Yeah. Man, that was
and
nice.
If you want, go back to some of the previous videos because while I was up on the tower for the ultralight announcing, I tried videoing some of the planes coming in, and pretty cool to see the paramotors that one day heading right towards the planes as they were landing the opposite way. So
yeah. Wendy said the Raptors are awesome. They are. I think that's what the ones I liked. I think those are the Raptors.
Yeah.
The ones that went out.
Yeah.
And then they had the
I like the snowbirds.
Snowbirds, they were there. Yeah. And then the Harrier, it was there. The Harrier was there. That's the one that goes up.
We saw them land.
Oh, Kramer said it's the Titan Longies. That's the one that John Denver had.
Oh, there was a different name to it, though.
Was it?
I don't know.
Don't know. But anyway.
Oh, thanks.
We had a really good time.
Linda liked the intro. I figured got to do something Olympic-wise. Kind of neat, kind of different.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got Joe on tonight, and he's from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and he also flies with a big group of guys, and we've had one of his flying buddies on in the past at Bart Berry. So all of you should know Bart. That was a pretty fun show, too. So let's see what we can learn about Joe. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
Hi, Joe.
Great to be here.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Puppy's not scratching yet?
No, but I heard some barks.
Okay.
Somebody's probably walking.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Are you watching any of the Olympics?
I have seen a little bit, but mainly online.
Online?
Looks like we're doing pretty good, though.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we are. I see.
I'm looking forward to this paramotor endurance stuff. That's
yes,
start up
with Jillian and.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, all right.
I like watching that stuff. I don't think I could do it anymore, but
Yeah.
I missed out on that.
So what do they have to do? Is it like the one that the guys did out west? Something like that?
It seems like it. I don't know all the details yet, but it looks like there's a distance thing, an element to it. And I don't know how much, if they have to, carry anything, but
Linda says you're looking great.
thanks, Linda.
Bear Mom too. She says, Bear Mom says, looking great, Joe.
Oh, and my mom's here. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Patricia. Hi, Leroy.
All right. All right. So Fort Wayne, Indiana, is that where you've been all your life?
Majority of it, yes. I'm an Indiana native for sure.
Okay.
The only time I left would be, for long work trips or something, but I've lived in Indiana my whole life. Between Northwest Indiana and Fort Wayne. So Fort Wayne has been the majority of it.
What do you do down there for work?
I am a programmer and electronic design guy for control systems, monitoring and control systems for water and wastewater.
Oh,
So
okay.
keeping water towers full of water and letting people know when tanks are full and things like that.
Well, Deweese likes taking pictures of water towers.
I do. I
I used to climb a lot of them. Those days are over for me.
Yeah.
Now
I
I
just
have flown up there just to kind of see damage and stuff.
I thought I was going to get to rappel down one time when I was in fire school. All I got to do was in a high school auditorium, the backstage wall. I was kind of disappointed.
I did rappel off a couple over the top just because it was going to be really hard to climb down again.
I just want to fly around one.
Yeah. We
I haven't done that. Yeah.
If there's a tower, we're going to circle it.
Yeah.
So we made Eric and I were talking to one of our instructors one day, and the private pilot, and he says, "Well, when you're up there, how do you know where you're actually at?" And he goes, "Well, everything is almost like a little map without you getting a paper map out, because there's little pin cushions, or the little tacks stuck in every town." And he goes, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, the water towers. They all have the town's names on them." And he goes, "That's pretty cool." So, and now that Eric's been flying around Tomahawk, he's
Landmarks.
like, "Yep, you can see it pretty well." So,
Yep.
And if you fly out of an airport that has orange roofs, that makes it easy too. You can't get lost. If we think we're lost and we're flying low to the ground, all we have to do is get up in the air and look for the roofs.
Interesting.
That's true.
So that's helpful.
Oh, I want to say thank you for the ones in the pre-show, that wherever you found the little stickers to donate some money to the show. Thank you so much. Linda donated $5, and Wendy, she did a super sticker and did $19.99, and Bill H snuck one in there just before the show started at $10. Thank you, guys. So we'll get back into doing gifts and stuff soon here. So let's see. When's the last time you flew?
This morning.
Really? Were you skipping work?
Nope. I went out early and it looked like it was going to be foggy. Ended up being scattered clouds, which was just fantastic. So got some I let the GoPro run until the battery died, so I'm sure I have a lot of good footage there.
So can
What
I
do you fly?
What's that?
What do you fly?
I have what I was flying this morning is a SkyMax Star with a Moster 185 and a Dudek Snake wing. And the other wing that I fly is a Dudek Warp. I use that more for the cross countries, when I'm flying between places.
Can I
Both
share
of them.
your Facebook screen to show that picture from today?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sure, hang on. So I saw this today and I thought that was pretty amazing. Look at that, what he was flying above.
Oh, that's pretty.
one of your landings. Oops.
A bunch of us went out and flew over the fairgrounds the other week to do a little paramotor demonstration. So that was fun.
Do you guys do this too?
No, but I think we're thinking about that for the fall.
Oh gosh, I can see you guys doing that. Pretty
I
pictures.
tried at least once.
Right. So who's this one in the blue?
That is Jordan Sheely.
Okay.
We fly
we're
together quite a bit.
And we're gonna get Jordan on as a guest sometime.
I think we should do that.
Cool.
Should just had him over tonight.
Oh, are they going to be watching the show?
I don't know.
Well, thank you, Bonnie. Bonnie just did $20. Dang, you guys.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I
You
guess
get
you
some.
guys want this again.
You'll have to start getting that little spinning wheel out again.
I know. Jordan. Oh, Paramom knows Jordan too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jordan was up at Torchport with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would. That was a really fun place to fly. Not a lot of outs.
No.
You got to kind of head for the beach or something, but
yeah, more outs than I would say there are here.
yeah. And over here we've got just fields everywhere. So.
Oh wow! And then there's that golf course to the south. If I remember right, I saw. Yeah, and like the beach.
There were a lot of little fields just south of the airport there that I was flying around in.
I really love the colors of the water up there.
And the scenery was just fantastic.
Yeah. Doesn't it look like when you get up there, it looks like where the road is, like Torch Lake, the township or whatever it is. It's like an island almost because you got the lake on one side and then a littler lake on the other side.
Yep.
Where the Bazes live. So.
Yeah, that was a really great trip. And we flew. It was pretty rowdy down there the night we got there, but we still flew. We found if we got over like 1,000 feet, it was calm. So, but the landings were always eventful. I mean, there was always turbulence down low, and it was fun.
Yeah,
I like that stuff.
All right. So, what kind of equipment do you have?
I have two Moster 185s, the SkyMax Star, and then a Blackhawk Kestrel. And then the two wings, the Dudek Snake and the Dudek Warp.
What's the difference? Faster?
Yeah, the Dudek Warp is faster. That's primarily my cross country wing. Easily hits 50 mile an hour. The Snake is 40 to 45. So
what size?
That is the Snake is a 24 meter and the Warp is a 22 meter.
Okay. Now, do you fly trike at all?
I have put my motor on retractor trike before. I'm just such a fan of foot launching that it will be really hard to ever convert.
It's fun though.
It really is.
Even my husband said that it's fun, especially like wintertime. We've got the little lake that we had plowed off, or before we got too much snow, we could do drifting.
Yes. I really like to fly in and out of kind of tight spaces too. So foot launching is ideal for that. My grandma has a farm up in Walkerville, Indiana. And right now it's boxed in by corn, but if the winds are right, I'll still, take off there. But, in the fall, it's real nice. And in the spring, it's real nice because the fields are wide open.
Bill H says, wait until you're my age and you say that.
Well, yeah. So now fitness has become a bigger deal to me. So I walk every day.
Good.
I exercise constantly. And the benefit to that is you don't realize the motor's on your back as much,
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier.
Well, walk for me too, okay?
Yeah.
And I can't do that.
So there are some days where I just don't want to do it, but I still do it. You just got to keep at it.
Yeah, I'll catch up with you.
I think of all the benefits, with foot launching. And it's worth it.
All right. Luis, you got any questions? Coco's like trying to take over here. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
The new host.
So, where all have you been to fly? Have you been into any fly-ins besides Torch?
Torch, Walters last fall, I believe. We do the Fly the Fort in Columbia City. I've attended a few, but not flown in Ohio.
What's the frog one? Isn't there a frog one down by you somewhere?
Is that in southern Indiana or something? There was one in Lebanon, Indiana. I wanted to go to that. I missed that, I think. I don't really travel for fly-ins too much. Torchport was fun, but it was a long drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love to fly just between airports. There's an airport on the west side of Fort Wayne, and I can jump in the air there and fly over to Columbia City, and maybe fly north. And anytime there's a pancake breakfast or something at a nearby airport, I'll either fly there or I'll find an LZ that's closer, so I can do a round trip.
Mm-hmm.
And
Paramount
breakfast.
says it's Fly the Fort.
No, there's like Frog Town or something. And there's actually a frog on.
Oh, that's right. I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it is,
I'll
though.
look that one up.
Yeah.
If it's Ohio or Indiana.
So when you fly, do you fly with a group, or you usually just fly by yourself?
Both. I think I fly by myself more than I fly with others. We have a local group that we're all chatting all the time. So if everybody can get together and we pick a place, then we'll do that. We'll meet up and all jump in the air together. So that's always nice.
Yeah.
With work schedules and things like that, it can be difficult at times, but
Yeah.
we try to fly together as much as possible.
Yeah.
And the airport that I fly at in Columbia City, where Fly the Fort is held, the owner, Ben Gordon, there has an ultralight that he flies and a Skyhawk. So we're always flying around together.
Cool.
So they're ultralight and paramotor friendly.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's one of the main paramotor LZs in the area.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Mountain City's going on right now. Have you ever been there?
I have not.
Stop staring.
Yeah, that just started Friday, didn't it? Thursday.
Yeah.
He wants a snack.
He loves me.
Look at her looking at you.
It's little kisses. Stop. Where else have you been? Any other fly-ins?
Not really.
We're drilling you.
Yeah.
Any that you'd like to go to?
I would like to go to Northport, but I'd like to take an airplane up there. Throw my stuff in an airplane and get there quicker.
Yeah.
Well, Paramom says she's going to message Jordan. Tell him to get on the show. He was just over at his house.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, he should. He should want to.
Have you had any?
He does a lot of acro, so he'd be an interesting guest.
Oh yeah. What is your most memorable moment of flying? Anything? The clouds?
My most memorable, like every time I think of going to a fly-in breakfast, I remember spilling my coffee on takeoff. I did not close it. I stuck it in the fanny pack I was wearing, and while I was taking off, it was pouring out all over my lap.
Oh.
So I'm like, do I land? Do I keep going? What do I do? It wasn't as much scary as memorable.
Yeah, that'd be memorable. Yeah.
Okay,
And
what
you know,
about
another one would be where I was up flying. There was a nice breeze on takeoff, and when I came in, um, I was just really moving. I was really cruising, and I realized my leg was asleep. So I wasn't able to run. So I just flared as hard as I could. I got down and just slid across the ground on my stomach because I didn't want to break a prop. You know, I didn't want to go
right?
backwards because I've never done that. I've worn them out, but I've not broken one yet. I probably shouldn't talk about it anyway. But
You're gonna jinx it.
yeah,
So
but
was
I've had
anybody there
situations like
watching?
that where I'm flying around and I get out of my harness and I realize one leg isn't working or something. You know,
Did
it's
you
like,
have any
oh
witnesses to that?
yeah, yeah. I don't know that anybody recorded it, but it was definitely. I'm sure it was a sight because I probably
Yeah.
slid 30 or
Are you
40
thinking,
feet
what
on
in the world?
the ground.
Does your wife fly?
No,
She
she enjoys watching it.
yeah.
If
Okay.
she wanted to, I'd probably have a trike, but you know, she doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't really want to. I think she would consider going up sometime, but
Well,
it's
does
like hot
anybody
air balloons. You know, she enjoys watching it.
does anybody with your group have a tandem? Does it Drew have one?
He did, yeah. He had a tandem for a while, and he got rid of it.
Oh, okay.
Bonnie wants to know if you still fly a PPC.
Nope, I have not done that in a long time.
Hmm.
Um, at the time when I was doing that, what, probably 30 years ago, they were the Buckeyed power parachutes. Um, it's been a really long time, but I did enjoy that. But it's not anything like what we fly now.
Yeah.
It's amazing how I can go up to 3,000 feet, shut the motor off, and it's 7 or 8 minutes before I get to the ground. You know, that is just impressive because you could never do that with a PPC. And most ultralights, they just don't glide like these paragliders do. It's amazing to be able to glide that far and that long.
I'm gonna quickly say hi to everybody in the chat. If I don't log out of here again. Slow Days is in here. Hello. Walter finally woke up. Let's see. Kramer is here. Bonnie. Bill H. I know John Wayne was here. Linda's here. Of course, Nightbot's here. So mom and dad. So and everybody else watching. Tom is here from the area here. And 2 Feet and a Heartbeat. Wendy. Who else? Am I missing anybody? Say hi if
Did you
I
say
have-
Bill H?
I think so. Bill H. Yeah.
And I wanted to say I'm so happy that John Wayne did well through his surgery. He's back home and he's doing pretty good.
Also, real quick, I want to say thank you to everybody that's been saying some special prayers and sending some good vibes down to one of our flying buddies that came from our school, Sean Reed. If you're in my Just Want to Fly group, I've been posting a lot on Sean as his stepmom has been posting a lot of stuff. And sounds like they're waking him up at times. And there is a GoFundMe. I'll put that out there. They're not demanding the money, but it's going to be a long recovery for him too. So medical bills are starting to pile up, and because Sean was doing some acro, he sounds like he was high enough, but he had a riser twist and couldn't get out of the riser twist through his reserve, and the reserve wrapped around the wing. and right to the ground. So, but thank you all for who have been thinking of him and his family. Much appreciated. So, all right.
The accidents are really scary.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's been a lot going on.
Yeah. I know
It
a
makes you
couple
think,
people have said that they're starting to finally think about tossing their stuff away and just hanging up the equipment and getting out of it. So
it just makes everything so much more important. The pre-flights and I've had small, like a brake line wrap or something, that I've noticed once I took off, but I just grabbed the line to compensate. But it's been a long time since I've had anything that I've overlooked like that. But it can happen. So it's just real important to take a few extra minutes just to look at everything really close.
yeah.
And the wind, the conditions, they can change on you while you're flying. And I think we've probably all experienced a little bit of that, but it's really important to watch all that stuff very close and be high if you're doing that stuff,
Yep.
have the reserve, be ready to use it.
All right. I'm going to post. Oh, here is Sean's GoFundMe. If you guys want to check it out, looks like he's got $4,000 in there. His sister from, I think, Texas was putting that together. And I do have to show you. It's the cutest little video. I got to find it here real quick. Of Sean's little guy. And Sean was a Marine. Now you heard it. Okay, here we go. If that doesn't melt your heart. So.
Does it look like he's going to have a full recovery?
Not sure yet. His blood pressure's up real high. He was agitated the other day. I guess he did have one of his kidneys removed already. Some type of surgery the other day to put a drainage tube in, like in the stomach cavity area, for fluids. So, oh, Linda says Jordan says hi. Oh, we got two Aussies in here. Craig B's in here. Good morning, Craig. Walter beat you to it today. So, let's see. Luis, you got any questions? Or I don't see anybody asking anything.
What are your plans for the future?
Yeah.
You intend to do anything different than what you're doing now?
I intend to foot launch as long as I possibly can. At 50, I got to start I'm going to start kicking it up. The exercise and stuff. It's just one of those things. So you have good days and you have bad days. And sometimes I go out and I just don't have the energy I thought I had. And it's crazy. And this humidity and the heat is just.
Oh. And today, Luis is like, I didn't think it was hot. And I'm like, I'm dying.
I've been talking about having a trike for those days just so I can hook the motor to it and not worry about any of it. But I just love it so much that I don't want wheels.
Yeah.
At least not yet.
It's like it's like giving up. If you're going to get wheels, it's like saying, okay, I'm old.
That's like wheels. If I have to get a third wheel on a motorcycle, then it's time to give it up because I don't want to.
It's not really like that, though. You just get wheels because, they're cool.
Walter
I wouldn't
says
know what to do if I didn't have to put my feet down.
Just say, well, Yeah, Walter says it. Trikes are sexy.
And
Well,
Nightbot says,
I mean, I do enjoy it. I just don't enjoy it as much as being on my feet.
Yeah.
Bill H
And it's
says,
weird when you're doing wingovers with a trike. It just doesn't feel right. Something's not right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I don't know if I'd do that.
oh, who's this now? Jaybird.
That's Jason.
Jaybird 73.
Oh, Jason.
He flies with us locally.
Oh, okay. Hi, Jason.
Trikes are fun.
Jason, you need to come on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, John Wayne says I foot launched 5 days before my cardiac surgery, but I'm going to start using my trike. I hope so, John Wayne.
Oh, Walter. Walter says trike pilots are sexy too.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep flying. And I don't do any performance stuff. Like I don't fly bigger props. I haven't really gotten into any of that stuff. I just enjoy flying. So I'm still flying a 125 prop, and
So when you go
I'm
up
thinking
flying,
about like a factory R or something a little more high performance. But
so when you
that
go
would be
fly
weird
for the
thing.
night, are you flying like 20 minutes, or are you flying for an hour and a
I
half?
try to always fly for at least an hour.
Hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really like the short flights because it's a lot of work just to. I lay everything down in the back of a truck, so it's real easy just to pull it out and get set up. I'm not taking anything apart, but yeah, there's Jason. It's just a lot of work for a short flight, So, and I've gotten to the point where I prefer a little bit of wind. I want to fly before the wind dies down. It just makes takeoffs easier, and
Yeah.
I don't really mind bumpy conditions. That doesn't bother me too much. I'm usually one of the wind test dummies at fly-ins and stuff anyway. So.
Oh, are you?
Oh, Craig.
What?
He said he was halfway. Craig B says he was halfway through a trike training when he had a heart attack.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Dang, Craig.
That's scary.
Yeah.
And now he gets to finish it.
Yeah.
So he's good again.
All good now. But I have been back to finish it off. Well, good for you. That's scary.
Jason says Joe fears no wind.
I do fly when it's crazy. Jordan and I both do. We enjoy it, actually. And a lot of times we'll just do a lot of touch and goes, We'll just circle the field and practice the precision landing skills.
Oh, okay. Do you do foot dragging and stuff like that?
When I started flying the faster wings, I had to perfect a foot drag real quick because I was not able to run as fast as these things want to land, So I always have my right foot out and my right foot back and my left foot out so that I'm ready to foot drag and slow myself down. So that's just, even on slow landings now, I'm still foot dragging. So.
Okay. What's been your scariest moment?
Sliding in or having a problem in the air that was going to affect my landing.
When
like
did you
falling asleep.
When did you start learning to fly? Are you self-taught or did you go to school?
I started teaching myself in 2017. And I don't mind. I'm not like a big advocate for always getting training. I think you can do a lot on your own, but I think it's helpful to have somebody that knows what they're doing to at least steer you in the right direction. I didn't really have that. I did go back later for training and PBG ratings, but and picked up some things that really helped me hone my skills. But I would do it all over again. I would teach myself again, the PBG Bible or whatever, it's good information. And if you pay attention to it, it's great stuff. I do wish I would have had, somebody that was flying to lean on a little bit and maybe ask
Yeah.
questions. But we have a great community online. There are a lot of people that are awfully critical too, but there are a lot of helpful people out there. And anybody that's considering this, definitely ask questions and explore the training options. There are a lot of people that are offering training, a lot less money now. And I think it's important, if you don't know a lot about the gear, go to a place that has the gear and they're going to train you on it. That way you are gaining that knowledge and understanding it.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So flying since 2017.
Foot launch, yeah.
You flew remotes when you were younger. RC planes. Are you still doing RC planes?
Yeah, planes and helicopters. I enjoy that.
My husband's got the helicopters. I said, let me fly one. He goes, no, you'll chop somebody's head off.
Yeah, when I don't have a lot of large scale stuff. I don't have anything that's real big, and the airplanes that I fly are mainly foam, so I can fly them around the house, in the neighborhood and not hurt anything if something goes wrong or something breaks.
Yeah.
And small helicopters, I prefer the small stuff. So yeah, it's not gonna do any major damage if something goes wrong.
After I got out of the hospital, Eric got me a small foam remote that he could connect with his controller. So if I did something wrong, you just let go and he could take over otherwise. And he's surprised to see how well I was doing. So
The drones are so fun too with the cameras and stuff now.
I'd
They're
like to
amazing.
take that out more and learn, just do pictures and stuff like that. That'd be neat.
Yeah, the background that you have with all the sunflowers. We were driving down the highway several weeks ago, and we saw the sunflower field, but we had no idea where it actually was because it was along the highway. And on our way back, we stopped, and I sent the drone over. We saw where it was boxed in. You couldn't get to it. There was no road to it. It was just along the highway. So we found these back roads, and I sent the drone up, and it was half a mile from the nearest country road. I sent the drone over there and got a bunch of pictures and video.
Oh, cool.
It was just really cool to see all the sunflowers, and they were all facing, the same direction. And
That's neat.
you don't see fields like that very often, around here.
Yeah.
It's just nothing but sunflowers.
And did you know a fact about the sunflowers, that the flower itself follows the sun throughout the day? Isn't that cool?
Oh, it does? It turns?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And like in this field, you could see that it would start, in the east, and it would be up, and then it would come over the other side.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
how about
really
that? I
neat.
didn't know that.
It's always neat to watch them when they show up around our bird feeders because they'll just grow out of nowhere, and we see them change in position all day.
How about that?
Bill H., I'll fly RC when I get real old.
Well, then you'll have a problem seeing it.
We'll lose it. Hope it's
I
got a
already have
home
that.
device
If I'm looking at screens, I'm sitting on the computer too much, and I go out to fly them. I have to let my eyes calm down because I can't see.
Yeah.
That's an old age problem, Bill H. That's gonna happen. I'm already getting it at 50.
2 feet and a heartbeat says he's getting a new Sirocco on the way.
Nice. I don't know who that is. Maybe Papa can teach little man one day.
Yeah, that's my daughter. I actually got a picture of the grandson in the paramotor.
Oh.
Ah, okay.
He's a lot younger than
How old is your grandson?
he is 5.
5. Does he have interest in watching you fly and everything?
Oh yeah, and right now I rigged up a paratrooper drop for the drone, so we'll go out in the yard and I'll take the little
Oh,
paratroopers up and they run after him. I
cool.
drop.
Oh, that's cute.
Very nice.
Yeah, but at some point I'll just have to do the trike with 2 seats, and
Mhm.
Good idea. Then you can take everybody up.
yeah.
What is Wendy saying here? She finally cut off the lights off the top portion of her hoop today. It will be much safer for my lines.
She had it all lit up.
Yeah. Let's see, what other questions can we ask you? What else can you tell us about Joe?
Biggest thing is I just enjoy being in the air. Doesn't matter when or where, it's just fun.
Did you ever think about becoming an instructor and helping other people in the community?
I like helping other people. I don't necessarily want to be a full-fledged instructor, though.
Yeah.
I think there are plenty of other people that are better at that. We do, as a community, really enjoy helping people, though. If anybody needs help, with their, changing lines on their wings or anything like that, we're always kind of jumping in to help each other, which is great. Engine maintenance, all that stuff. We're all good at something. So when we put our heads together, we can always figure something out.
Yeah.
So as a community, you'll teach, but not as an individual.
Yeah, I don't really want to be an instructor.
Yeah. I really don't blame you there.
Yeah. No, I don't think that would
So
be.
you just have the one daughter?
A daughter and a son. And 2
What's your son
grandkids.
do? Does he either one of your kids have any interest in flying?
I don't think so.
No.
No, I don't think so. Like, son-in-law is scared of heights, so it's just a. Now I could see the son doing it. I think he would, but we've never really talked about it. But they enjoy watching it. And the videos, anything that I post.
Um,
Oh, sorry, that was the wrong one. 2 Feet in a Heartbeat wants to know, is there a wing that you would like to demo?
Actually, I'm probably going to gravitate towards a Warp 2 because I flew Drew's Warp 2 about a month ago, and I really enjoyed the changes that they made to that wing. Because the Warp 1 that I fly now is it oscillates. It just does some weird things that I'm used to. But they corrected that on the Warp 2, so that would be a lot of fun.
and how did they correct it? What'd they do?
I'm not sure what they did to the wing to correct it, but when I flew his Warp 2, which is also a 22 meter, it was fantastic. It was steady in the air. It was still very responsive. They fixed the little quirks. But some of the guys that I've seen in the community say that the Warp 2 is not as fun as the Warp 1, and that's if you're probably doing acro or something. But they felt very similar to me. They were still very responsive and flew very well. So I'll probably do that.
Are more of the wings coming out with, like Wendy Weaver? She's the first one that I saw that had the wing, the shark fin up on the top, like the stabilizer. Are they some other companies coming out with those now? Somebody I saw landing
APCO's
one.
doing it, right? I think APCO's
Yeah.
got a wing that's doing that.
But somebody I saw the other day had one right in the middle of their wing, and then
Yeah.
Wendy had one on each side.
Yeah, I saw that on hers. She had a video on that.
Uh-huh.
Does it really make
Oh,
a
it says
difference? What does it help?
It keeps it from oscillating,
Yeah.
they say. Yeah, the mohawk, the one with the mohawk.
But I just never saw one like that where it was one in the middle. So
No, it's always been on the wingtips that I've seen.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Huh.
so if that was just a, I don't know. What is a warp compared to an ozone lineup? To an ozone lineup.
That would probably be. I haven't really flown many ozone wings, but the warp would be. What is the ozone? The high end ozone.
What did I have? Mine was like a B wing, which was my newer pink and black wing. Was a Roadster, I think. Somebody said Sirocco or Freeride. Jason.
Probably a free ride, huh? Yeah, I have not flown very many ozones. It'd be interesting. I've flown a Spider, like a Spider 3.
Hmm.
But yeah, that would probably be the free ride. High performance, more of a cross country type wing.
So do you have lights on your equipment?
I've put LEDs on it a few times and I ended up damaging them somehow. I think I just needed to I need a stronger setup or I need to cover them in some way, but I always use strobes. We do have an airport in Class C airspace, not too far from where we fly. So and usually if I fly in Fort Wayne, I'm under the outer ring of the Class C. So I actually have to stay under 2,000 feet until I get a few miles out. But I like to be seen. So I always have a strobe on, even
Right.
during the day, usually.
What are you using for a helmet and then also for radio wise?
I have the helmet I have has a Senna on it, and I use it with my phone. I also have a two-way connection to it
Okay.
for airband. Sometimes we talk on airband or GMRS frequencies when we're flying together. Mainly phone though, and I really like Gaggle telling me, about radar and any other planes in the area, which is really nice. It's come a long way.
And what are people using for ear protection?
So the helmet I have has the 3M earmuffs on it. I'm not using any fancy helmet. I think I've ordered a couple of them from comhelmets.com now. A guy, I think he's out of California. But I really like the helmet. It fits nice. It's adjustable. It's got removable visors and comes ready to go. I don't have to mess around with it. I enjoy that.
Do you
Just
wear
pair
your
it,
glasses while you're flying?
I do. I always wear at least I either wear sunglasses or I wear clear safety glasses.
Yep.
Mainly just because it's amazing how high bugs fly.
Yeah. I saw a butterfly one time.
It's kind of like riding a motorcycle. I wouldn't do it without eye protection.
Yeah. Well, the reason I ask is because I had those nice foamy 3M earmuffs and my ears are ringing. And it's
Wow.
like,
So like
yeah.
they weren't protected enough.
Yeah. And I'm wondering if it was because I had sunglasses on and there was that little gap there, but my ears constantly ring now. And I came in one day and I know it was that one of the winter time came in, my ears hurt so bad. And then all of a sudden they started ringing. So
I have to adjust them once in a while in flight, just if I feel them leaking or something. But It's usually because I bump it or something.
Yeah.
But normally they've always worked really well. I've had to replace parts on them when they just aren't, tight enough to my head anymore. I think those things do wear out and
Yeah.
need replacing once in a while. But the only time I ever pop the earmuffs off is if I shut the motor off and I'm coming into land. I usually pop them out.
Mm.
I get the full effect of the wind in my face. I do shut the motor off quite a bit up high. As long as I don't have a nasty headwind, if I'm over the LZ or something, I will shut it off and just glide down.
What's your general flying altitude?
1,500 to 3,500. A week or two ago, I was flying and I saw these big clouds, and I'm like, hey, I want to get up there. That was 5,200 feet, I think,
Wow.
to get up there, and it was cold. So I didn't stay up there very long. I came down real quick.
Yeah.
I got up there to see what I wanted to see, and then came right back
down.
Wing overs for like 5 minutes to get back down.
I would think you've flown in inversion. What do you think about those flying in? Isn't that neat?
It is. It really is. They're like this morning was just fantastic too, and then it didn't cool off. The clouds were right at like 800 to 1,000 feet, so it was just magnificent being up there and being able to fly over all of that, and not be any colder.
Yeah.
This time of year, it's nice to also get a little relief from the humidity on the ground. All you have to do is get up over 500 feet, and it's like different air.
I know a couple times it was like early spring or late fall, and it's like zipping up the jacket, gloves on, and all of a sudden you get up there, and I'm like unzipping the jacket, taking the
It's
gloves off.
warmer.
It's
It's unusual. When it happens, it's fantastic. But
Yes. And people don't believe it.
yeah,
They're like,
there are times, and then the times where the weather's coming, but it comes a lot faster than you expect, and there's a gust front hitting you, and
mm-hmm.
just fighting to get back and land. Yeah, it's a good time though.
Yeah, Paramom says, have you ever got caught in a storm?
I've flown in the rain a lot. Been caught in fog layers and stuff as well. I've come down soaked, Luckily, other than a little bit of sluggish performance out of the wing, I've never had any collapses due to the wing being wet or anything. And they've been soaked where it took me hours to dry them out. But yeah, I've definitely flown in the rain and definitely flown in the fog.
That's scary.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, as long as I have something like gaggle, I mean, it's not like flying an airplane where you could be, on your side or almost upside down. With a paraglider, you can fly straight and level. Just stow the brakes and hit the power, which is nice. That's a nice thing about paragliders.
Linda's asking, have you ever done any butt landings?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think everybody has, Linda. Except me. I haven't done a butt landing, but I rolled my trike just on a takeoff and crosswind, and I didn't correct it right, and when I was still learning, and
yeah, the reaction time.
Yeah,
it's
till you
that's
learn.
One of the hardest things when flying is knowing when to shut down or abort. I mean, because you want to be committed. And sometimes it's just out of your control. You don't want to let it get too far away.
Yeah. Oh, here's Walter's update here. APCO F5 Mohawk stability on the top wing is stable through the turns. Winglets on the ends will change on the turns. Thanks, Walter. Okay,
Interesting. That technology is interesting.
Yep, it is.
I've got one of these. If you guys are willing to let me send one to somebody, make a comment, and I got the spinny wheel going. Or not the spinny wheel, I got the names going. So type something in comments. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, and I'll see what else I got around here.
What kind of comment?
Make a comment in the comments. Type something. There. I'm on the spinny wheel.
Something in the comments. Okay.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Good deal.
Me. I'll find my stickers again, Wendy, and get some more out.
Oshkosh friends are awesome. Yeah, they are, Bonnie.
So when you going flying again, Joe?
I try
Tomorrow?
to fly a few times a week, maybe
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Cool.
They're
Now,
kind of showing rain all week, but it's been hit and miss. Like I flew this morning and the whole forecast, like on windy, looked like it was going to be nice all day. And then this afternoon it got really windy. So it's really unpredictable right now.
Do you
But
keep
we
a
usually
logbook?
wait until 20 minutes before we're going to leave. It's like, okay, it's time to fly.
Do you keep a logbook or not?
No, I have a spreadsheet in my phone that I mark my flights down in, and Gaggle's really good about logging hours and flights now. The only
mhm,
problem I have with Gaggle is sometimes if I'm flying in an area where I don't have cellular signal, it doesn't work right. So in those instances, I usually run another app just to track it.
yeah. How many flights are you up to now? Are you doing flights or are you doing hours? Or both?
Hours more than anything,
Mm.
and I am over 600 hours.
Okay. Have you done any rebuilds on your motors?
I have a few times, yeah.
Okay.
I like to keep them tuned fairly well. That way, I don't have a lot of maintenance issues. I think the only time on the Moster that I've had big problems is either the recoil starter. I've got a spare on there right now because they break once in a while. The other ones, I've had an ignition coil fail on me, which I think it was like 200 feet in the air with trims out, and all of a sudden it shut off. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm landing there.
Interesting.
But yeah, I do a lot of maintenance and a lot of just pre-flight checks. You know, even before I go out to the field, just check the harness, check all the stuff before I go driving somewhere, and make sure that everything's in good shape. Sometimes I've seen, broken rivets or a missing nut on a screw or something. You know, it's just good to check all that stuff out. All the straps. I'm really pretty intent on checking all that stuff before I ever fly. Just
Good.
because I have had problems before where I've forgotten to connect something or didn't see a line, a knot in a line, tension knot, anything like that. I've only had a few of them over the years, but it just makes that process all the more important.
Definitely. All right. Do you believe it? We made it an hour. That was quick.
1 hour.
So next week I was just looking, we have Jason Tyler. He's on Facebook. I think that's where I found him. And it looks like he's a paramotor pilot out of Missouri area, from Michigan and living in Missouri. So next week we will be on. Hopefully while we're traveling. We're heading out west to see Eric's parents next week and all of his brothers. So we're heading out tomorrow. So
Have a great trip.
yeah, thank you.
Hopefully the weather's real nice for you too.
Yeah, hoping to do some sightseeing and looking forward to that. Getting to see everybody.
Good time of year.
And I'm going to Canada. Sorry, Dweese. I'm leaving you behind.
Oh, well. Maybe they won't keep you.
And then I can stand on the Canada side and wave to you in the ditch like all the people did it during COVID when they shut the country down.
Yep. Oh, we got to watch Lindy's Treehouse on the road tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah. On the road tomorrow night, Linda. So we'll try to do that because I think she's having Kramer on.
Yeah.
We won't miss it.
No, we don't want to miss that.
Let's see what else. Oh, we're gonna do everybody make a comment in the
Yes.
comment section. So I'm gonna do the name drawing. Got 18 in there right now. And then you're gonna go do your thumbs up. All right, here we go. I gotta share the screen here. I can't see the bottom part of my screen because I carried it to one of my classes at the EAA, put it in my backpack, took it back out, and I think my screen bent and part of my screen is squiggly. Okay, we got 19. Anybody else want to type something in comments to get in the drawing? Going once, going twice. Here we go. John Wayne.
John Wayne.
Wins. Yeah, and he just went to bed.
He did.
All right.
All right.
Sean, this is your job. See how Jade does. What? Walter, what are you talking about?
Sean, this was your job. See how. Jane
Oh.
does.
From Thursday night's show.
Oh.
From Linda's son's show. Sean
Oh.
always did that one. So, yeah, congrats. So, any last words of wisdom, Joe?
Hi, Sean.
It's been great. A lot of fun. Appreciate it.
Definitely. If you want to stick around, and if anybody, I didn't even ask Joe, but he looks pretty laid back and with his cup of coffee. If anybody wants to come in on the after show for a little bit, I know Deweese and I will talk for a few minutes. Joe's got his coffee. Chat is there, so if anybody wants to ask him anything in the after show, we'll make him stick around for at least 2 minutes. So, but until then, I guess keep flying safe and hopefully see you all next week. Hopefully.
All right. Good night,
Bye.
everybody.
Good night.
We make new friends. We fly with new friends flying up high in the sky. With a paramotor back.